Welcome to Stuff They Didn't Teach Me in Sunday School. What's in a name? My name is Bruce Edward. I can tell you how I got my name. My dad was a huge baseball fan. And there was a pitcher for the Washington Senators who came up and pitched for the Senators the summer of 1948. I was born later on that winter. Dad liked Bruce Edward. Never mind that I don't think he ever made another pitch in the major leagues after the summer of 1948. But that's where my name came from. Names in the Bible have much more significance than mine does. Names in the Bible were often thought to be predictive of the nature of a person or the way that they would carry out their lives. The text we want to look at for today is from Genesis chapter 25. If you recall, Abraham had a son named Isaac, and Isaac is now married to a wife named Rebekah, and she finds herself pregnant. And she's pregnant with twins, and Genesis 25 verse 24 reads like this. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came forth red, all his body like a hairy mantle, so they called his name Esau, which seems to be some combination of red and hairy in Hebrew. Afterward, his brother came forth, and his hand had taken hold of Esau's heel. So he's got a hold of Esau's heel even as he's being born. So his name was called Yaakov in Hebrew, or Jacob. We know it. Jacob, in your footnotes in your Bible, probably is listed as meaning he supplants, or he takes by the heel. Probably a pretty good vernacular way of translating the word Jacob is cheat. And Jacob lives up to his name as cheat. You find out in the next story that as the boys grew up, Esau became a hunter, and Jacob was a quiet man dwelling in tents. And one day, Esau had been out hunting. He is hungry. He finds Jacob making a pot of soup, and he says, give me a bowl of soup. And Jacob, the cheat, says, I will. Here's the deal. You give me your birthright for the bowl of soup. Now that's an incredible deal. The birthright worked like this. There are two sons. That means Dad's estate would be divided in three portions, three equal portions. And the oldest son would receive the birthright, a double portion. And the youngest son would receive one portion. So Esau is set to receive 2/3 of his dad's estate, and Jacob set to receive 1/3. But for a bowl of soup, Esau, the belly brain, sells 1/3 of his dad's estate to his younger brother. Esau becomes the father of a nation, the nation of Edom. And to some extent, Genesis is helping you see that the nation of Edom are going to be enemies of Israel forever, beginning with this day when Jacob cheats his brother out of 1/3 of his dad's estate. The story goes on as Isaac, dad, is about ready to die. Isaac calls his sons to him, and now he's going to give them his blessing. Rebekah, Jacob's mother, who's in on the deal, works with the cheat, Jacob, and says, let's get the blessing too. Go and put hair all over you, animal hair all over you, and go to your dad and tell him you're Esau. So the cheat does. He goes to his dad, and now Jacob gets not only his brother's portion of the estate, or extra portion of the estate, but he also now gets his blessing. And the cheat has cheated his only brother twice. That God would use this dysfunctional family as part of the foundation of his salvation plan is a statement about the kind of God we have, a God of grace and a God of mercy who loves even cheats. We're going to see more about the cheat at work in the next few sessions of Stuff They Didn't Teach Me in Sunday School.